Hello, students. My name is Professor Waugh, and I've been teaching college chemistry for over 31 years. In today's lesson, we are going to start the happy journey through nomenclature. I love that. I love nomenclature, but it isn't something you can underestimate. This topic requires a lot of memorization, and it is the foundation for all of the subsequent topics. Because if you don't know what I'm saying, we can't communicate. Remember, chemistry is a new language. All right, let's start class. Before we begin, I'd like to share some exciting news. We now have our very first children's book. Now I'm a chemist too. It's inspired by stories from my own life. This book uses fun adventures to introduce young readers to the world of chemistry in an engaging and approachable way. My hope is to give children everywhere another exciting way to discover and enjoy science. This book is available now on Kindle for a very low price, with additional formats coming soon. Thanks for your support. Hi, students. Today is my most favorite part of chemistry. It's called nomenclature. So what is nomenclature? This means naming chemical compounds. Now, if you understand what we're going to do today, which is type 1 nomenclature, you can understand all types of nomenclature. So you better work with me here. I'm going to go a little bit slow because I don't want you to forget anything. And this requires that you start memorizing things, okay? All right, now there are two naming systems. You have the IUPAC system. That's the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. And the whole world uses this. All right, even America. But America also has the classical stock system, the old naming system. And we talked about this before. So only America and one small country in Africa utilize the classical or stock system. Now, because I am videotaping from America, you got to know it all. You've got to know both the IUPAC system and the old American system, because you might work in a stock room. And if you do, you got to order both name systems when you order chemicals. Isn't that something? Now let's get into the rules for naming type 1 nomenclature. You have a metal plus a non-metal. But remember, the metal has only one type of charge. You name the metal first, and you name it just the way it appears on the periodic table. Then you name the non-metal. But here you've got to change the ending of the non-metal to the "-ide" suffix. The most important thing is, before you can make the compound, is that the number of positive charges must equal the number of negative charges. This is ionic bonding. Think of it as a happily divorced couple. So you've got one atom, which is a metal, and you've got another atom, which is a non-metal. One atom completely gave up its electrons to the other atom. All right, now, you've got to know the metals with only one type of charge. This is what you've got to memorize, okay? So these are called cations. We talked about this before. So a cation is a metal that only has a positive charge. And that's the only time a metal is going to actually bond is if it's a cation. Metals do not bond to other metals. So now let's look at this. I've got them all listed for you so you don't have to think. So group 1A. Everything in group 1A, including that hydrogen ion, will have a 1 plus charge. Don't put a 1. American Chemical Society says we do not write 1s for our charges, so remember that. So when you look at that, hydrogen all the way down to francium will have a plus charge. Speak the language of chemistry. When you go to group 2A, your alkaline earth metals, remember it's a group 2A. So everybody in group 2A will have a 2 plus charge. Easy cut cheesy. Now, on the right side, group 3A will only have 2 elements that have 1 type of charge, and that's aluminum and gallium. Therefore, they both will have a 3 plus charge. When you go to group 2B, we're talking about zinc and cadmium. They only have 1 type of charge. Zinc will have a 2 plus charge, and so will cadmium ions. They will have a 2 plus charge. Group 1B, as in boy. Here you've got silver. Silver only has 1 type of charge. It's in group 1B, so obviously it's going to be a plus. Don't put that 1, a plus charge. See how easy that is? But you got to memorize this. You must know the correct spelling of the non-metals with a charge. These are your anions. These are non-metals that have now gained electrons. So the formula for figuring out the charge will be group number -8. Now, why do I say -8? Because that's the group number of the noble gases. And my students know I always say, everybody wants to be like a who? Noble gas, because they're inert. They don't need to be bothered with anybody. Where I get hell happening is when students cannot spell the correct name. The first thing is group 1A. You know that hydrogen is a non-metal, but check it out. It could be a cation or an anion. If it's written first in the formula, it is called a cation. Just call it hydrogen. If it's written second in the formula, it's an anion, and we will call that hydride. Enunciate with me. Research shows the more you do that, the better it sticks in your head. So the hydride ion. When we go over to group 4A, we no longer have carbon. We will have carbide. Ooh, don't forget to show them the formulas as we go through this. Yeah. Okay. So carbide, here we're dealing with group 4A. Every semester, oh my goodness, students want to call it carbonide. No, it's called what? Carbide. Group number -8 is a -4. Now remember what the American Chemical Society says. You put the number first, then you put the charge, okay? When you go to group 5A, then we're dealing with this wonderful nitride and the phosphide. Sing with it. Have fun with it so it sticks in your head. Don't do like some students call it phosphoride. No, we don't do that. We say phosphide. And then we go to group 6A, 6 -8 is a 2-. Here you've got your oxide, sulfide, selenide. And when you go over to group 7A, here group number -8 is a -1. Don't write a 1. So all you have to say is fluoride. So put that together, fluoride, but spell it as flu-o-ride. And then chloride, bromide, iodide. Isn't it wonderful? Thank you for attending class. To recap, nomenclature is all about naming chemical compounds. The type of nomenclature that we went over today, type 1 nomenclature, is when you have a simple ionic compound composed of a metal with only one type of charge and a nonmetal. You start with naming the metal, leaving the name unchanged, then name the nonmetal last. Remember to change the ending of the nonmetal name to the "ide" suffix. Make sure to finish with the same number of positive charges as negative charges in the compound. Next time, we'll go over a few examples together. Once again, thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, our children's book, Now I'm a Chemist Too, is available on Amazon Kindle. You'll find the link in the description below. Here at A Friend in Chem, we want you to be successful in chemistry, enjoy chemistry, and have fun with chemistry. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.